What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit this subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, as you well know, those that watch this channel on the regular, I'm a stout advocate of changing or reform of the punishment system in this country for heinous crimes such as the one I'm going to talk to you about today. I honestly believe that no matter what happens in a courtroom, if someone is sentenced to life in prison, no matter how heinous the crime, that is not real justice for a victim that was killed by said defendant. Today, I want to talk to you about a story I seen this morning that occurred back in May 2021 that I couldn't believe because it just made news, because this man pictured here, Gail Blunt. This guy's in his 50s. This guy right here was a serial abuser. And he was locked up May of 2021 for shooting this woman, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend at the time. Now, I want you to hear me. This woman's name is Bridget Knighton. God bless her. This woman was shot 8 times by this guy right here, Mr. Blunt. She has undergone 11 surgeries and suffers from other health problems from the attack in May of 2021. Story goes like this: the day she was shot up. In May of 2021, Miss Knighton was on her couch in her Miami Gardens apartment. This woman had a restraining order, mind you, when Blunt allegedly grabbed a gun from a car, barged into her home, and shot her 8 times. He reportedly told her, "Look what you made me do." Sound familiar, don't it? Let's take a look at this story and we're going to come back.
A South Florida man took responsibility for shooting his girlfriend 8 times after thinking he would get 20 years in prison. But today his plan collapsed in court after the victim spoke out and urged the judge to deny the deal.
NBC6 reporter Christian Colon has the report.
Last week, the shooter pleaded guilty to attempting to kill his girlfriend. State attorneys were okay with him getting 20 years in prison for his actions, but that was not enough prison time for the woman who was shot multiple times.
It's been 4 years since Bridget Knighton's life changed forever, emotionally and physically.
You can have a restraining order, be shot 8 times, and not want to take responsibility for what you've done.
Knighton says she was the victim of an abusive relationship with Gail Blunt. She says the 55-year-old would manipulate her, beat her up, and would prevent her from leaving his side.
I repeatedly tried to escape him, but he always found me often boasting about it. I was embarrassed, isolated, and without hope.
Knighton got a restraining order against him, but it wasn't enough to protect her. In 2021, Blunt allegedly shot her 8 times.
Those restraining orders are just a piece of paper. They don't stop a bullet. You know, you have to advocate for yourself.
And today she did just that and showed up to court after learning the man who tried to kill her would get 20 years in prison. She wanted 25 years and urged for the judge to deny the 20-year deal that state and Blunt attorneys arranged.
If I must endure this pain for the rest of my life because I dare survive his attempt to kill me, then he should not be spared a similar fate.
After hearing she underwent more than 10 surgeries after the shooting and learning how abusive the defendant allegedly was, Judge Ellen Suvenzer sided with the victim.
I was not aware when I accepted the guilty plea that this was the background.
And at the end, Blunt was not willing to do the 25 years the victim requested, so the judge allowed for him to change back his plea to not guilty, and now this case will head to trial. In Miami, Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
The story is dude, 55-year-old asshole, Gail Blunt, beat the woman up multiple times, wouldn't let her leave his side. You fucking serious? I'm gonna tell you something. No matter what deal this guy strikes. Because you seen that? Because we'll get to that deal bullshit in a second. I got a big problem with that. We'll get to that in a second. No matter what deal he strikes, it's not enough to fix or heal the heart of that woman. Mental anguish, seeing him again in the courtroom, all that stuff. It's crazy. She won't win no matter what. They gave his ass life. She still wouldn't win. Seriously. I mean, what is justice really? What's real justice out here? Victims never really get justice to me because wounds are open that will never heal. You just learn to live with the pain. We talk about this over and over and over again. He's been locked up since 2021. So he got 3 years under his belt. Well, 2.5 something, because it ain't May yet. Well, no, over 3 years. He's already institutionalized, already acclimated to the ebbs and flows of prison life. Oh, I got time served already. So I'll take a 20-year deal. I can do 20 years. You know what I'm saying? They come to him with that deal. He go to take it. What happened? Go in there. She go up there and talk about how it affected her, which she shouldn't fucking have to. You got to plead with those that tell us, let us handle what happens to you, because every person and citizen in this country should be treated fairly in a court of law, and we'll handle it. And she got to go up there and beg for justice. How many court cases have you ever seen where the family comes in there wearing shirts, having posters, all kind of stuff, pleading to a judge that don't know shit about them or the situation, and seen one case, seen them all, for them to do something worthy of justice? Never. You fucking never do. Just somebody getting a death sentence, they could be sitting on death row for 20 goddamn years before something's even done. Or some fucktard president will come in there and pardon them and then give them life. Fuck what happened to your family. They've been locked up long enough. Let's just spare their life. Who the fuck are you? Or anybody that does that shit. I'm telling, listen to this. This is why I talk the way I talk. Bridget Knighton spoke of countless assaults before the shooting. How the suspect, Gail Blunt, allegedly prevented her from answering the door when the cops would arrive during prior domestic violence incidents, threatening to blow her brains out if she even uttered a sound. The time he slammed her on a table full of dishes and food at Denny's in public. All the times he ignored the restraining order, showing up to her apartment several times leading up to the shooting and boasting about no matter where she went, he would find her. They need to get rid of that restraining order bullshit altogether. They do, because nobody's fucking adhering to it no more. Once you find out that somebody is an abuser, you know what I'm saying? Lock their stupid ass up temporarily until you figure out the next step. Because some of these motherfuckers is relentless predators and they'll keep doing what they want to do. I told you before, it's always the ones that lack self-control that want to control others. You agree or disagree? Stupid ass symbol of justice. Woman holding the motherfucking scales and shit. Blindfolded. Yeah, well, they need to get that shit the fuck out of here because justice ain't blind. It serves the side of the criminal. Giving them a plea deal. All that is saying is you accept responsibility for it. You did it, but you're not saying you did it. I want you to think about that. So what kind of honor is in that? If you sign the motherfucking papers, that means you did the shit. You know what I'm saying? He know he did the shit. Countless times they caught him doing the shit and led up to this restraining order bullshit. He didn't give a fuck about it. Fuck you in that thing. Call the cops, he run away. We'll catch him when he catch him. 55 fucking year old man and he acting like that. If you ain't got it at 55, you'll never fucking get it. So get him the fuck out of here. Shot, what, how many times? 8 times. I had to look at my notes, goddamn. 8 times. Shot her up. You beating her ass, she called the cops. You better not say nothing. Don't answer the door. Stand, look. How cowardly is that? How cowardly is that? Justice system don't care about justice. They want to get these cases in and out. What do the guidelines say? Yeah, let's do that. And then on to the next one. Dumb shit. They need to fix this shit. You shot somebody up that was trying to get away from you and then boasted about how you can catch her anytime you want. It's a power thing. No man is an island, but people be thinking that they a one-man fortress. I'd take his stupid ass right to the gallows as soon as he signed that thing. Yeah, you want to get 20 years? Yeah, we'll give you 20 years. But you did do what you did, right? I took responsibility for it. Yeah, sign right here. It'd be a blank piece of paper with a line with an X where it say sign. He won't even know what the fuck he's looking at. All right. Let it be noted that the defendant signed this thing. And bailiff, take this fat ass, big ass out there and send him to the gallows. Oh, I thought I was getting 20 years. Yeah, in the afterlife. Now get the fuck up on them gallows and hang them high. This woman's fucked up. She got to walk with a cane. Got to walk with a cane. Of course, the guy wouldn't leave her alone. And this happens every day. Right now, at the time of me making this video, somebody's getting their ass beat. Seriously. The most dangerous time for somebody in a domestic violence situation is when they try to get away. And it's their right. Everybody's road that they walk is their road to walk alone with us. And they choose if they want a partner or not. It's a damn shame nowadays as a man, a woman will run from you and you claim to love her. Told you, you love somebody, you protect them. Men, we lead. And a woman signs on to you to follow your lead through life because she thinks you're going somewhere. When she see you ain't going no fucking where, it's her responsibility to jump off that boat. You don't handcuff her to it when the ship is going down at sea. This dude right here is a piece of shit, and there's many more like him out here. And as long as they keep doing this type of shit, we won't get no resolve and motherfuckers with self-reflection and all that stuff. People think twice when they know you get your brains blew the fuck out in a fucking patch of daisies. If you keep this shit up, if you got a death wish, that's on you. But man, it's crazy. I told you, you change the laws, you change the thinking of the people. These motherfuckers like this only understand violence. Don't understand nothing else. And control. And they the most out of control motherfuckers that's on the planet. Fuck that. And then you put them in front of a stranger that sits up there and asks for respect for their position, and you ain't gonna get real justice in the first place. 20 years. What the fuck you think gonna happen if his fat ass get out of there? You think he gonna forget that beef? You think he gonna forget who put him in there? It's crazy. She'll never have peace. Long as his heart beat, I'd put an end to that shit. You try to kill somebody and you get to live, watch sports, gamble in jail, eat ramen noodles, ho-hos, ding-dongs, and all that other goofy shit motherfuckers that eat that shit in there. I was there, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. She would never get justice. He grabbed the gun from the car, shot her. Look what you made me do. You see that? You be making me angry. As a man, we control, or just a human being, period. We control who we put our hands on, and if we keep our hands to ourselves. If a motherfucker is making you that mad as a man, you what? Remove yourself from that situation. It's simple mathematics. But you don't see that nowadays. Just see a bunch of dudes running around here. I'm the man. You do what I say, but while doing some of the most unmanly shit imaginable on the planet. I'm telling you, sex need to be for the accomplished. And those that deserve it. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that got a gorilla pimp chicks just to get ass. And I think he's one of them types. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This woman really ain't a victim. She's a survivor. And I hope she makes out in life. And I hope this motherfucker never get out of jail. Because that's the stupidest thing ever. You can pick and choose when you get a deal? You fucking serious? I ain't taking that shit. 5 more years? Nope. So now it's a negotiation between an attempted murderer and those that are supposed to punish this guy for what he did to a woman. Judge represents the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure his thing says people of Florida versus, what's his name? Gail Blunt. She's the defendant. Come on. What you think the people say? You know what I would do? And this sound crazy, but this sound real. You know what I'd do? I would put all these court cases on TV, or I'd put them on some type of channel where people go watch, like court TV, and I'd have the people vote. Life in prison, death penalty. And I'd let the people vote. That way can't nobody cry when they see what the verdict is. Don't leave it up to 8 people that are watching a theatrical themed courtroom with colorful lawyers going back and forth to make it look like she was a bad person or he was a good person. No, let the people decide. Put the evidence up there and let the people decide. And we'll see what happened. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is the craziest shit. Even as a kid, I'm like, why would you hit the girl? Just leave her alone, break up with her, and walk away. But some people don't see it like that. It's like it's an end all be all when you run across this girl or this woman and you can't think nothing else and your life can't go on. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.